something that just popped into my mind that was screaming, say this first. I'm going to say this first. The person who's supposed to sign the check won't sign the check. The signer will not sign the check. It's been approved. It's ready to go. The check is printed. Everything's correct. The invoice matched. All that's needed is a signature. Your job as a commercial collector is to find out why the check signer won't sign and determine a simple strategy to get them to sign. This usually involves simple, consistent action on your part. One strategy is, whether it's every day or every few days, continue calling for the signer to sign. Eventually, someone, whether accounts payable or an assistant or someone else, will physically get in there and get the check signed. See my upcoming video of 3 examples of the most unexpected ways that checks got signed. One involved a post-it note put on the signer's forehead, one involved someone not moving from a chair in the signer's office, and one involved someone going into the signer's personal Shangri-La, a smoke-filled poker room. Be sure to catch that upcoming video. That's one of the reasons that a check is being held up. The signer won't sign it. If it's a small company, it would be the owner that signs it. If it's a huge company, I don't know, the department, you know what? I'm not even sure. If you know, you tell me. 2. Service issues. Service is another reason invoices do not get paid on time. As a commercial collector, you resolve all issues, thereby inducing your customers to readily and happily pay. Nearly all the customers I had were happy and ready to write and sign checks because they felt grateful that service issues were finally resolved. Those resolutions allowed their companies to function more smoothly and easily. Helping the customer's business by improving your customer service may get your company rewarded with more business and more revenue, and we all know what that means. Cha-ching. A win-win for all. An upcoming video will cover various specific service issues and my recommendations on how to resolve them as a commercial collector. Check it out. Number 3, sales rep agreement clarification. The sales rep told them one thing and something else showed up. Maybe once or twice a month there would be a customer that had an issue that only a sales rep could resolve. Usually the customer would say something like, the sales rep told me I could do this or that, or I would get this or that, and then the customer would continue using the sales rep's name. For cases like that, I would contact the sales rep with a brief email. The end result would usually be a new and much more lucrative contract with the customer involving higher priced invoices that the customer was more than happy to pay. Sometimes sales reps seem to work magic. I will do an upcoming video on the specifics of the brief emails to send to sales reps and what to include in them. Number 4, contract explanation. Sometimes a customer does not understand their signed contract. Although it may at first seem logical to forward this to the sales rep or other person who started this contract, don't do it. Explain with patience the parts of the contract the customer does not understand. As an example, one time, and this was in the publishing industry, a customer was transferred to me from the customer service department who was not able to get through to the customer of what the contract was all about. The customer was very nice but really confused about the contract. I put her on speaker after about 20 minutes of trying to explain it to her while I was looking up some more information on the computer, and then after a few minutes the customer's exclamation broke the silence. She finally understood and explained what she knew, and it was clear we were all on the same page. Yay! And payment arrived right away. Remember, a half hour of the commercial collector's time is better than a half hour of the sales rep's time, who is busy bringing in new money from new and existing customers. Do not burden or annoy them with what they will probably see as either tedious busy work or a waste of their time, since they will not earn a commission, and it will probably not bring in any revenue. Just a word to the wise. Number 5, cash application. Big one is misapplication. You could do a whole video YouTube channel just on cash application. Cash application could stretch on for years. Like, something could happen, a little minor cash application error, and if no one addresses it, that could snowball way out of control. It may not be discovered or really truly addressed for like 4 or 5 years. And that actually happened on my first job. It actually did. It was a good intro to me about the importance of cash application and addressing errors the second you realize it. And even if you're not sure, address it, because you're applying cash to the wrong invoice and then more cash comes in, and then it goes to other invoices. You know, it starts to get out of hand. This also interferes with account reconciliation and having your records match the customer's. Correct and accurate cash application is essential. Anyways, I could do a whole video on that. There will be an upcoming video on various errors in application of cash and credits to invoices, how to spot them, how to actively search for them, and how to correct them. Cool. Number 6, they pay when they get paid. And finally, another reason for delayed payments is that a customer will not pay until they get paid. This is most common in the construction industry. GCs, general contractors, hire out tens or hundreds of subcontractors, otherwise called subs, all of whom may not get paid in full until the whole construction job is fully complete. And that could take a very long time. That is one of the many reasons a construction equipment rental company may file pre-liens on all jobs with all customers renting equipment. What a lien basically means is that a construction site will not be released to the owner until all the lien holders are paid in full. Now that's a very general kind of definition. As such, it is well worth the effort for a company to file a pre-lien in a timely manner. There will be an upcoming video on this, but suffice it to say that it is basic to know the deadlines of when different liens need to be filed. A lien is something nobody wants because, if filed, not only are payments held up, but a lot of extra time and money has to be sent to release the lien. Liens could be seen as either leverage or insurance, depending on where you are on the timeline of collection. Either way, it often takes well over 30 days to collect on invoices in full. Because of the predictable and usually reliable payments over 30 days on construction-related invoices, these invoices seem to me like good candidates for invoice factoring. This is when invoice factoring companies buy the unpaid invoices known as receivables from the construction equipment rental company or any other type of company. The invoice factoring companies then collect the money on the invoices directly from the original customer who rented or bought the construction equipment. Action plan. Well, here is a concise general action plan for collecting on invoices when any of the issues discussed in this video come up. Find the person who's responsible for getting the invoice paid, and then if they don't take care of it, you ask for the person who will, or the next person in the line. If they say it's because of this problem, then you ask who's going to take care of that problem, and then you get their name and number, and then you call them up. And even if you get transferred to that person, ask for their name and number, get the email, maybe even their title, so you'll know the department they're in. You see, so you find out the reason, and then you follow it from there. Be sure to put clear, concise, and short notes in the system. You follow the discrepancy, whether the signer won't sign, service wasn't right and no one's taking care of it, the contract says such and such, and then you have to go over that, or we sent the check, then you find out it was misapplied, and finally, the customer won't pay until they get paid. Anyways, I hope you found this video useful and entertaining even, and enjoyable. Please, again, feel free to comment and let me know what you think or what you'd like to see. Feel free to like and feel free to subscribe. I appreciate all of it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye.